So, I'm going to be making another hedgehog cake. Or at least that's the plan. Well, we'll see if it works out quite that well. I've got all the ingredients ready. I've got the bowl. I forgot the actual measuring scale. Give me a sec. Now we're ready. Of course, I'll give you like a look at my dress. Look at me. I'm lovely. In all my kind of frilly glory. I think I went off frame there, but well, it's fine. back to what we care about, which is the baking, right? That's what people want. There we go, that should be fine. So, I don't entirely remember what I'm doing. I won't lie. I hope I can figure it out, but I'm going to kind of estimate. I do have a recipe though, so hopefully not too much estimating. So first things first, it wants 190 grams of self-raising flour. I can do that. That's something I'm relatively confident in. So stick this on the scale, wait for it to tear. There we go. And look, completely fresh bag of flour. Need to actually open this up. So hopefully not going to make too much of a mess, but you know what, it's fine, I can clean up after. There's no flatmates get on at me, he's away at the moment on holiday, so that's fine. Yeah, 190 grams of this. This should be fine. Just try and get it about as accurate as possible. Well, that last bit I had quite a bit extra going. Oh dear. Can I like get it back into the bag? I like messed up at the first step. How do I do this? I can't like pick some up, can I? There we go, flawless. That's still too much. Oh god. It's already going wrong. You know what? That's good enough. That's fine. How have I already messed things up? I don't understand. I've been streaming for like 5 minutes, not even that, like properly, like that includes the setting things up. Oh god. Oh well, sift the flour, that's fine. I'll make do. I blame the flour, alright? It's not me, it's not my fault. There we go. That's all sifted. Lovely. Next, what's it want? 50 grams of cocoa powder. That I can probably do. I don't know how much I've got, but I've got 2 different things of cocoa powder. I should actually tear that again, shouldn't I? There we go. That was 14 grams apparently. 15 if I give it a tap. I'll set it over by a sink for now, that'll be binned later. On to the second thing of cocoa powder. This should have all that I need, hopefully. If it doesn't, I don't have a backup. So I'd be a bit concerned. Is this not like coming out of the box at all? No? Alright. Get a bunch in there. There we go. That's about 50 grams. That one was actually done well. That time it didn't go wrong. So that's definitely a bonus. Definitely a bonus. Half a teaspoon of salt is the next one. I need to get a teaspoon out. You know, I thought I was more prepared than this. There we go. Teaspoon. First things first though. Sift of cocoa powder. I do enjoy sifting stuff of it, it's quite fun. It is fun doing this. It's been quite a while since I've actually done any baking. Like, I have missed it, I've been busy with uni work. I meant to do one a lot sooner after the kind of charity stream, so I was meant to do one. So this is kind of making up for that, but that was back at Christmas. It's been a while since then. So I don't know entirely if it's worth calling this the stream for that, or if I just say I didn't do that one. Definitely done a cooking stream though. I don't think this is getting any finer. I'm just going to dump those last bits in. There we go, that's good enough. I'm going to wash my hands. They're all covered in cocoa powder now. Couldn't possibly tell you why that is. Maybe it was due to the whole shoving the cocoa powder through the sieve, or attempting to anyway. You know, while I'm at it, I will just quickly wipe up some of this. At least get it into a somewhat organised pile of mess. There we go. Look at me go! I'm actually doing cleaning while I'm doing the cooking. This doesn't usually happen in these streams. Normally the cooking comes first and I do the cleaning all after, but no, I'm ahead of curve this time. Okay, next it wants, half a teaspoon of salt. I can do that. That doesn't need a sieve. So that should be fine. Assuming like half a level teaspoon, right? There we go. Next, I would like 300 grams of caster sugar. Do you sieve caster sugar? I don't know. I'm gonna try and sieve it. That'll probably work out, right? Yeah, it's 300. Yeah, 300 grams. That's quite a lot. But that is an awful lot. Just, it keeps going and it's not 300 yet. Is this cake like half sugar? Well, no, it's close enough. That's all I've got though. So, that's that. You know, that does sieve. Look at it go. That's not going to make as much of a mess. I can sit it from higher up and give you like a kind of view of it all being sieved in. Look at that. It's just what you expect from fancy cooking shows. But I've just got like rocks of sugar. Why is it? Clearly like some moisture has got in there or something. That just exploded. That's not the way to deal with it. I like just grate it in my hands a bit. I mean, it's breaking down a bit better than like just trying to squeeze it entirely. It's not exploding. Not as much. I was really hoping this would just go well. Like, I wouldn't have any bother at all for the cooking stream. But no, apparently there is bother with it. Get rid of all that sugar I've now squashed. And now continue squashing other bits of sugar. What a weird way to spend my afternoon. Just manually grinding down sugar that has been kind of condensed into lumps. A few tiny bits left. That's fine. You can just go in. Small enough. Gonna wash my hands again because now they're covered in sugar. What part of the cycle are not going to be covered in whatever I'm cooking? I don't know. I made quite a mess when that sugar exploded. So I'm gonna give that another wipe. Oh god, this is going brilliantly. I will not hear otherwise. I will not hear anyone tell me it's not going well. I don't even know if anyone's watching. I think someone is. That's all that matters. Yeah, that should be sugar adequately cleaned. I'm gonna have a quick drink of water as well. I've got that off to the side. Okay, next. 6 tablespoons of unsalted butter, melted. Now, I did leave this butter out of the fridge for an hour to try and soften it up before this cooking stream. I'm hoping it's worked. I'm sincerely hoping this works. Okay, let's unpackage it. This is us going on to liquid ingredients. I think I should be okay, right? Because, let's see. Yeah, I should be okay to get out the buttermilk I got earlier. It's kinda coagulated slightly, but I'll put this off to the side for the time being. Got a whisk. Gonna make sure it's still mostly liquid. Yeah, that seems fine. Yeah, because buttermilk is just like milk and a bit of lemon juice is what I've done. Apparently it works. But yeah, put that there. Probably a better spot for it. Right. So I need butter. That is. How do I get tablespoons of butter? If I just estimate, I could just make an estimate, right? If I was a tablespoon, I'd say maybe like this much. I feel this seems reasonable. Cooking isn't a science, right? I don't need to be accurate. I bet this feels like maybe 6 tablespoons. I'm going to cut it up a bit more so that when it melts, because I will stick it in the microwave in a moment. I want it to not just be like one giant lump, and also this just keeps stacking, doesn't it? You know, I think this butter's going to be fine. This butter's not completely solid. I'll be able to make the icing without too much bother. That should be okay. My hand's all slippery from butter now. Maybe I'll go wash it in a second. Who knows? Yeah, just add all of that in there. That's probably about right. There we go. Next, it wants 60 millilitres of vegetable oil. Now, we do actually have measurements on the side of this. Can I make them out? Roughly. I think that should be okay. That should be okay, I reckon. I'm gonna wash my hands again, because they're all buttery. How many times does this? We need a counter for how many times I wash my hands. Is this like the 4th time I've done it on stream? I've washed my hands before as well, because I mean, in baking, you should wash your hands before you do cooking. It's been a lot of it though, hasn't it? Yeah, vegetable oil. I'll try and get this in correctly. I think that's about correct. This is a weird mixture in there. I think before I do much else, I am going to microwave it to melt the butter. And because I've learnt my lesson from last time, when it exploded in the microwave, and stick a lid over it. Just put a plate over the top, that'll do fine. Do 10 seconds. I'll take it out, mix it, and then we'll do another 10 seconds, take it out and mix it again, until it's about melted. So I do not trust myself. I do not want it blowing up a second time. I don't think 10 seconds did much. I'm going to risk it here. We're going to do 20 seconds. We're going to hear a bang in a second of that plate being launched off inside of the microwave. It's going to go wrong. I know it will. When's it going to go wrong? Not immediately. Not immediately. It's not really melting a lot. If I keep stirring it, I can I can somewhat break up the butter. I'm really worried about this. I've had experiences of microwaving butter. I don't even meant to microwave buttermilk either, I'll be honest with you. But it can only go so wrong. I mean, we've already seen how wrong it can go, right? This is great. It can't possibly go that badly, right? The recipe doesn't say anything against microwave, so therefore it's fine. Can't really see much I'm doing over here, can you? It's just occurred to me. But it's slowly melting. I'm hoping it'll be fine. I'm really hoping it'll be fine. I mean, when the cakes have gone wrong in the past, they've still been at least edible, right? Like, they've been quite tasty, if I'm honest. So, I think we're okay. I'm gonna say that is enough microwave. So, I mean, it's about melted. There's like some tiny bits of it, but it's about as melted as I reasonably want to say we need. Lovely. Like, I can show you the camera, like, it's just kinda liquid. Not any big lumps at the very least. To this plate to say, I have a feeling I might need it again in the future. Okay, next, I believe it was eggs, right? No, teaspoon of vanilla extract. Now, I've got some vanilla extract here. I'm thinking it's about a teaspoon worth in this bottle, but it's about empty, right? So I do have a second one. I'm gonna do this right, because I know you don't want too much vanilla extract. I know that's definitely a thing you need to be concerned about when baking. There we go. I've opened the lid. Or at least I thought I had. I heard the cracking noise of the lid opening. There we go. No? Have I just not got a good enough grip? Nah, I've got it in yet. Okay, so second one is ready to go if I need it. Got my teaspoon. I'll move this so it's kind of more centre in the camera. Maybe just wait for it to drip out. I think that's like half a teaspoon. That's not a full one. Yeah, fair enough. Glad I got this other one ready. There we go. I just put the lid back on. Hey, Con! Oh yeah, it's the racist chef. It's everyone's favourite chef, you know? Racist one in the maid outfit. How you doing though? Hope you're doing well. I'm hoping this doesn't go too badly. I don't know if it can go too badly, I'm just worried. Because I know last time the butter exploded in the microwave. Didn't happen this time. So that is good. I do appreciate it not exploding. Next thing it wants is 2 large eggs. I've got 2 pretty big medium ones, so I'm thinking that's fine. Just finished work? Ah, good to hear, good to hear. There's a large medium egg. Or a fairly big medium egg, like, does that count as a large? I think it does, personally. But I'm not like an expert, I'm not some kind of eggologist. Or a chef, as they prefer to be called. We all know what they're actually called, it's an eggologist. But yeah, I think it counts as a large egg. I think it counts. Again, washing my hands. This is... I've lost track, honestly. I think this is like 5th, 6th time. There's been a lot of hand washing. But again, I don't want to have flour all over my hands. Or in this case, raw egg. I think not having raw egg on your hands is a better kind of reason, though. Right? Like raw eggs, you don't really want just getting over everything. Now it wants some hot water. I'm going to very quickly mix this. So that's all our wet ingredients. That's good. For water, I'm going to boil the kettle for just a moment. So long as I don't get it like actually boiling, I don't know how hot water is, right? It could be any temperature, in theory. I think this is a good time to start preheating the oven. There we go. Yeah, just waiting for the kettle to boil. It's fun time. It's fun time. What's the next step? Yeah, that's it for the cake stuff. Alright, so hot water, we needed, was it 60 milliliters? Yeah, 60 milliliters. There's that setting, it wants to go up to about there. There we go. Hot water. Isn't this fancy? Like using a kettle in cooking. I know. Who would have guessed? It's a wondrous thing. Is this supposed to be quite so coagulated? Is that just the egg? I feel it's not meant to be like that. I think that's just the egg. I'm hoping that's just the egg. You know, that's all of this for the actual cake ingredients. In which case, we'll still need this later on top of the microwave for now. Now, I guess I'll just... I really feel it's not meant to look like that. That does not look great. But, stick that off to the side for a moment. I'll use a whisk to very quickly mix the dry ingredients. I'm also, not on the recipe, going to chuck in some chocolate, because everyone likes chocolate, right? It's just a more chocolatey chocolate cake now. Is this going to mess with the recipe and the consistency? Possibly. Do I care? Not entirely. Not entirely, I'll be honest. Yeah, that looks like it's not getting too caught up in the whisk. So I wouldn't want to whisk it, you know? It's a terrible joke. Terrible joke. This whisk's really not going to help. Should I have used a wooden spoon? That's all just inside of a whisk. I'm regretting my choice. I'm going to get a wooden spoon. Okay, wooden spoon. Can you salvage the stuff in the whisk? Yeah, if you just jab it in, that seems to do about what we need. I never claimed to be good at cooking, right? I don't think I've ever once claimed that. I've only ever claimed to be the best at it, and this is proof. This is just solid proof right here. Oh god. Yeah, keep mixing. We want it to be an even consistency. I know that much. Maybe just add some more. So 2/3 of the liquid now added. So I'm hoping it's going to start looking like a cake any minute now, right? It's not just going to continue looking far too liquidy. right? This is looking incredibly liquidy. Like, to a worrying degree. Like, it should not be that much of a liquid, right? I don't know. I'm not a cakeologist. I feel we've added enough liquid. Definitely added enough flour, right? Yeah. It's just saying 190 grams. It doesn't look the right consistency to me. But I've got to believe in the recipe. So we're adding the rest of this. I can't see it making it too much more of a liquid, right? Worst case, I'll add some extra flour in. Because yeah, that's just got liquid sitting on the top right now. That is definitely not correct. You know, I'll keep mixing it, but I think it's overly saturated. I'm gonna add some flour. I'm going off recipe now. I'm a rebel, you know. I'm the start of a new cake movement or something. God, that oven preheats quick. I'm sure this is fine. It's fine. This is the worst that would happen. Like, it spontaneously combusts. It's unlikely. It's unlikely to spontaneously combust. Worst thing that happens is I add too much in the way of flour. Which, I mean, it doesn't look like that's happened. Like, this is still very much a liquid. But it's got all of the stuff kind of looking the same. It's no longer like a separate part of the liquid above it. So I'm assuming this is probably about fine. I'm going to try and mix in all the flour that's on the sides of the bowl as well. But this is like a very thick slop. That's what you're after, right? When making a cake? I think so. Yeah, I mean, I've followed the ingredients so far. Yeah, no, apparently that's it. Now, this is one thing I did prepare earlier. I've got a tin, like, already coated with the kind of baking paper. Or is it parchment paper, Americans call it? Well, they're wrong, so it's baking paper. Need to pour it all in and hope for the best. I don't know what the best is, but probably not overflowing would be my guess. And it's getting close to that. I think we're safe. I'm mildly concerned about how close to the top of the tin it is, but that is like almost a cake already, right? And we're pretty much there. Pretty much. Yeah, that's fitted in. It's going to give it a bit of a sugar. Not too much of a sugar though. Now, like, even this out so it's not got massive creases inside of the cake. Is it cake batter? Cake mix? It's one of them. And then it's going to go in the oven, regardless. Just because I'm a little concerned. It's going to go in the oven on another tray. So just to be safe, This is now going in the oven, very liquidy, but on another tray. So if it does like explode or something, I should hopefully catch most of it. I sincerely hope. Okay, that's going in at 42 minutes past. How long does it want to be in there? About 35, 40 minutes. I remember it usually taking longer, so that's alright. I mean, I do need to make a buttercream now, but we can honestly wait. Like, I'm in no rush. Did I just make a buttercream now? I mean, got quite a while. Might as well. The thing is, once we do get the cake out of the oven, we then need to wait a while still. So I guess I could make it, stick it in the fridge. That's what you normally do. Yeah, I guess. So, what I want for buttercream is another bowl. Bam! Look at that. Almost professional how I have another bowl in the kitchen, you know? It's something you only ever see professionals do. Leave the water just there. You can keep an eye on it for me. Yes, what do I need? Cream butter until smooth. How much butter? 230 grams, apparently. I also need to get my electric whisk out. So, like hell, I'm doing that by hand. That'd be madness. Utter madness. You know, there's a lot of stuff I could have prepared before the stream, which I just didn't. I don't know why. I really should have. I'll just go to this. Lovely. Look at that whisk. Isn't that spectacular? I need to plug it in. So I'm unplugging the toaster. I don't think the last time I did the cooking stream I had this toaster. It's a good toaster. It was dead cheap. Toast stuff. What more do you need? Yeah, we've got that. We need, I think it was 230 grams. Let's get some butter done. I'll probably wash my hand again just after. I'm going to cut it into like somewhat smaller pieces. That's like 30 grams. I'm just going to put all this butter in. I think it should be what I need, roughly. That takes it to 80. I think we're going to get like 160 grams possibly. It's not going to be quite enough, is it? Ah well, that's fine. Yeah, we're at 130. And, not got much left in terms of butter. You know what, 184. 184 is fine. I'm content with that amount of butter. Okay, so cream until smooth. First, I don't know how many times have I washed my hands. Too many. Too many. I guess now we just turn on the whisk. I don't think we want on top of the scales while we whisk. That seemed like unnecessary kind of risk, you know? I don't know if I like doing this. This feels like the whisk's not going to be happy. I'm going to try. And you know what? It's going better than usual. Yeah, definitely leaving that butter out for an hour. That was the correct move. So how do I know when it's been creamed? You wouldn't be aware, would you, Colin? Like, you wouldn't know when it's creamed. It's very loud, I apologise. It's all stuck inside of a whisk. You would know what it looks like when it's creamed. Damn. Near I thought you were like some master at the whole, culinary arts and whatnot. There's a tiny bit of vanilla extract left. I chucked a cap and didn't mean to. Right, might as well just add it, right? It's like a couple drops. There we go. It's not gonna go to waste anymore. It's like 5 drops of vanilla extract. I swear if it somehow ruins this. Yeah, next, I would say that is adequately creamed. Does that not look like a cream to you when you see the solid lumps of butter stuck inside? To be fair, no it doesn't. No it doesn't. I might try adding some milk. It doesn't look adequately creamed. It just says mix until smooth. What does creaming mean? Creaming means using that, right? Like using a whisk? I don't know. Add like a small amount of milk. It's arguably going to make it more cold. But maybe it'll do something. Well, turn up the speed. Does the butter come out? It does. It's very loud, but the butter is no longer in the whisk. That's good, because I'm going to go over to using literally any other culinary implement. I've got like a whisker rinse. Maybe that's a good shout. It's having a bit of a rinse. I'll probably need to use a sponge on it, to be fair. I'll get it actually clean. So it has had raw egg. I'd rather not risk using raw egg and contaminating the, butter cream. Okay, so can I cream with this? How does one cream? I don't understand. It's now just stuck in this whisk instead. I don't know if I can get out of this one, because this one's going to go quicker. Well, that's that, I guess. Good buttercream. The hell's my plan now? Wooden spoon. Age-old technique of just use a spoon. That's probably good enough, right? How do you cream butter? I don't understand where I'm going wrong. I need to at least get it out of the whisk. There we go. The whisk has been saved. I don't know if it's going to be getting better treatment anytime soon, but it's been saved for now. How the hell do you cream butter? Like, what level of creaminess does it want? And how do I achieve that? Does it go into more detail? I don't know. I'm just going to use that whisk again. If I use that electric whisk, it's probably fine. I've got no idea. Maybe if I just go less full force at it, like only use the tip, right? Like I'm just using the tip of the whisk to cream the butter, rather than like getting all in there. Honestly, it seems to be working. It seems to be working substantially better. I'd say that's probably about creamed. That's probably about right. Add cocoa powder until well combined. Just 20 grams of it. I can do that. Okay. Let's keep going. We can do this. That's 20 grams of cocoa powder, pretty much bang on. So that's good. Ah yeah, I forgot, this is lumps in it, doesn't it? I'm not going to use my fingers this time, I'm just going to go for a different technique of sieving, of just one-handing it. It might work. It's a bit less, like, consistent, so maybe it's happier. You know what, it's steadily getting through. You know, this is good enough. I've given up. I still don't know what creamed butter is, but I'm assuming I'm doing about right. Let's turn that off. There we go. So, until well mixed, right? Until combined, I think is what the wording said exactly. I apologise of how loud this is. I don't think I can make my whisk quieter. I don't think there's like a silencer attachment or something. Okay, now just turn it up to higher speed, get the stuff off of the whisk. There we go. That's good enough. There's still some of it on, but it's good enough. Next, it would like the icing sugar, vanilla and milk. Mix until well combined. It's a teaspoon vanilla extract, so it's about right with what I was doing earlier. 360 grams of icing sugar is a lot. Like, that's almost 361 grams of icing sugar. Like that's more than I could possibly imagine. It's worth actually considering. I've used less butter than I meant to, but it's probably fine, right? It just means I add less milk, I guess, because milk's meant to kind of make it smoother. Also, this icing sugar is just like a lump. just gonna batter it against the table like a small child for a second. But like a small child would batter something against the table, not battering a small child against the table. I realise how that could sound bad. Yeah, this isn't gonna sieve. But I do need to scale. Make sure I do that. How much is it wanting? 360 grams. That's nowhere near enough. I should have bought more of this. I thought I had enough. Yeah, that's fine. Do I have extra? Does my flatmate have extra? No, we don't. Alright. That's gonna be enough, probably. I'm sure it's fine. I also wanted the milk and vanilla extract right now, didn't it? Teaspoon of vanilla extract. Yeah, I'll skip a teaspoon from before. That'll be fine. Can I get any more out of there? I think I got a slight bit extra. I don't think it made a big difference. Vanilla extract, there we are. At least we got vanilla extract correct, you know? Like that's good to know. It's good to know we've got one very simple part not gone wrong. I'm just gonna eyeball that into milk. That looks like plenty. By plenty, I mean about the right amount. So I just mix it all together, right? And then we're safe. I should have taken it off of these scales first. So, there we go. Look, it's mostly clean. I'll be honest, this is actually looking alright. All things considered, this is looking fine. I should maybe add a little less cocoa powder, but it's doing fine. It's doing fine. It's pretty dark looking. It's not necessarily a bad thing. I'm pretty sure not all of it's quite combining correctly, so I'm going to be here for a while. Just got like one hand it, what could go wrong? Probably quite a lot, honestly. So I'll maybe not do that. Like a tiny bit of butter on my fingers if I just scrape into the bowl. You just put it onto you. There you go. This whisk is a lot louder than I thought it would be for the stream. Okay, I know it's kind of loud, but I don't think it gets quite so loud on the mic. I think, however, that the icing is pretty much done. That's looking like a decent consistency. It is pretty well mixed. You can't really tell, can you? If I do this, there you go. You can see it a bit better. That's looking fine, right? I'm expecting you to know Congress, because you are the cooking expert in the chat. What do I do now? I'm just waiting it in the oven. I could set a timer. Been in for 20 minutes. How's it looking? I mean, it's rising. That's good. It's not overflowed yet. It just occurred to me you can't see. Well, I'm just gonna kinda wait around, I guess. Do you want to see it in the oven? I can probably arrange for that. Let me quickly stick this in the fridge. How best I do this? Because I mean, you can definitely like grab the camera. That's fine. I'm wondering, because that's the oven over there. That's the laptop with the stream on. I might need to unplug the mic. That feels bad, so I won't do that. What I'll do is I'm going to grab the mic with one hand. I can sit by the camera, right? I can hold both. I'm assuming you can still hear me. I then grab the laptop with one hand. This feels rather risky. I'm going to sit it on the floor. See? That's fine. Now that it's there, you can look in the oven. Can you even see in there? Give me a second. That's upside down. I don't know, if I hold it right up, you can somewhat see in. It's looking fine. It's looking fine. Right? Yeah, I'm gonna get the laptop off the floor though. Give me a moment. Yeah, so I don't think the laptop wants to stay on the floor. That feels bad for it. There's a camera back in this little tripod stand that I bought. And you guys can just have a look at me. Here I am. Maid outfit with cat ears and all. Got a little jingly bell under choker. Everyone loves a jingly bell, right? I'm going to fetch a chair so I have something to sit on. I'll be back in a moment. Got a chair. Lovely. And if I angle that down a bit, so while I'm in the chair, it's fine. Is that fine? I think framing wise that works, yeah? Just grab my phone so I can actually be able to read the chat or whatever. Not really many people here, I'll be honest. I mean, I think it's just me and you, Con. Maybe someone else. It's gonna, I'll message Sim. I mean, Sim seemed pretty excited for this. I'm pretty sure she's wanting to come along. And she was the one that asked for it, actually. So, I'll see if we can get her. This is like professional level content, right? I've literally got nothing to do. What can I do? I don't know. A suggestion, Con, if you're there? Last time I read off some, what do you call it? Hedgehog facts. Which, I mean, it's fine enough. But we did that last time, for the hedgehog facts. What do you do? I mean, I could look up hedgehog facts for a second time. Could be fun. Could not be fun, to be fair. I'm literally just sat here. There's not really anyone around to chat to. Yeah, screw it. Hedgehog facts. Why not? Alright. Hedgehog facts. Okay, so you can apparently adopt a hedgehog for £20 a year. I don't know what entirely adopting one does, but there's an advert for it at the top of this page about hedgehogs. So that's somewhat surprising. I mean, what does a hedgehog do with £20? Not a lot, I'd imagine, to be completely honest. Apparently, our hedgehog population is on the decline, with numbers dropping by up to 30% in urban areas and 50% in the rural areas. That's actually quite a lot. Since 2000s, they've been dropping anyway. And they're now listed as vulnerable on Britain's red list of animals of concern. Apparently, they've got a chart showing it, but it doesn't matter too much. It's a hedgehog density chart. So that's pretty cool. Imagine being the guy who comes up with the hedgehog density chart. Like, what a chad. Alright. What's causing it? Habitat loss. Loss of nesting and foraging habitat through development, urban, and hedgerow removal in rural areas. Hedgehogs struggle to find somewhere to breed and hibernate, and to find enough food to survive. Habitat fragmentation. Fencing, lack of connectivity through hedgerows, and new road networks. Hedgehogs can't move from garden to garden, finding new mates and food sources, creating isolated populations. Up to 335,000 hedgehogs are estimated to die on British roads annually. Habitat modelling suggests that suburbs and villages are hotspots, with 9% of Britain's road network classed as dangerous for hedgehogs. Weird classification to have for a road, but fair enough. I would have thought most would be safe for hedgehogs, it'd be the cars on the roads that are a hazard. Injuries. Hedgehogs are brought to rescue centres of garden injuries, for example from strimmers, netting, and dog bites. You can help this by checking our gardens before we use strimmers or mowers, leaving wild areas, and checking compost heaps which can make cosy homes for hedgehogs. Lack of food. Chemicals such as pesticide and fertilizers can lead to poisoning. It largely reduces invertebrate density, or diversity as well. This can increase hedgehog deaths from starvation and impact fertility. There are also concerns over secondary poisoning from rodenticides. It's like rat poison and such. It's trying to tell me to adopt a hedgehog again now. I'm good. I like hedgehogs, but I'm not adopting one. No, I love hedgehogs, so they're great. Hedgehog facts. WWF. Have we been in this one? Apparently widespread and sociable. There are 17 species of hedgehogs. They are found in Europe, Africa, and Asia. In the UK, you can live in a variety of habitats, including woodland, farmland, parks, and gardens. Hedgehogs are also well established in our urban habitat and can, somewhat surprisingly, survive very well in our cities. Make extremely good use of cemeteries, railway land, wasteland, and both public and private gardens, as long as there is food and shelter available and the ability to connect with other hedgehogs. Apparently, there are also night owls who don't like heat. Hedgehogs spend much of their life asleep, hibernating through the winter months of November and mid-March. The nest made from fallen leaves in a sheltered spot, apparently. It used leaves to make a nest. I thought it just like hid amongst stuff, but fair enough, I guess. They emerge in spring, but will typically spend the day sleeping, becoming active after the sun has gone down. They're lactose intolerant. Let's believe that hedgehogs stole milk straight from cows' udders, which may be why people so commonly leave milk out for them. But they're actually lactose intolerant. So to feed your local neighbourhood hedgehog, wet cat food or hedgehog food you can purchase in most garden centres is best. And they are carnivores. Despite their cute appearance, these spiky little mammals are ferocious predators and have a varied diet, eating worms, slugs, earwigs, millipedes, beetles, and other small insects. They've made a typo here and said insects. Can't believe this. WWF, your standards are slipping. They can sometimes also eat frogs, baby birds, snakes, birds' eggs, and fruit. But fruit isn't an animal. If they eat fruit, surely that makes them an omnivore, right? Is that just me thinks they're an omnivore if they eat fruit? I don't know. It doesn't sound right to me. They're quickly checking the cake as well, because that's been 30 minutes about. So I'm just gonna. I mean, it's definitely risen. Yeah, that's quite a substantial amount of rise. I mean, it's not looking like it's been too liquidy or too dry. I'm gonna give it a stab quick. I would give it a stab. It's too far in the oven actually. I need to get this. You know what? Take the whole thing out quick. Yeah, no, that's sugars. If it moves, give it a stab later. That's the rules, right? that's just generally what to live by. Okay, more hedgehog facts. They may eat spectacles, but they make up for it elsewhere. Although their eyesight is poor, they have good hearing and a well-developed sense of smell. So they will find you fine enough, Ben Carr, right? I'm sorry, that's mean and uncalled for. On my side, I know, of course I meant you smell good, therefore they can find you easily, because no one else does. That's what I meant. Definitely. It would be great at triathlon if you switched cycling for climbing. Hedgehogs are good runners, proficient climbers, and can swim. Why mention a triathlon? What? Is that important? They are speedy little things. With a top speed of 9.5 kilometers per hour, around 5 miles per hour, albeit only for short bursts. That's surprisingly quick for a hedgehog. They weigh the same as a pineapple and can measure up to the size of a classroom ruler. Is there a default size for a classroom ruler? Like, are we thinking like the little small ones, or are we thinking like the big, like 30 centimetre rulers? I don't know. Hedgehogs are 20 to 25 centimetres long. Yes, about a 30 centimetre ruler. It's quite big. It's quite big. And typically weigh up to 1.2 kilograms. Hedgehogs' back and sides are covered in 25mm or 1-inch long spines, which are really just modified long hairs. Their spines are hairs? I didn't know that one. These are absent from the face, chest, belly, and throat, as well as legs, I guess. Which are covered in coarse grey-brown fur. They're approximately, God, that's a lot, 5,000 to 7,000 spines? An average adult hedgehog, that's a lot. What many people do not know is that a hedgehog has a small tail. I guess it makes sense. I wouldn't have thought they had a tail. Yeah, number 9, they're in decline. Number 10, many are killed unintentionally. Yep. We knew about that. That's less fun facts. Okay, what about this next one? This is apparently for kids. They're nocturnal, called hedgehogs for a reason, because they build their house in hedges, they hibernate. We're always called hedgehogs. They used to be called urchins, which led to the naming of sea urchins. You know what? That one makes sense. I had wondered where sea urchins got their name from, but apparently they got it from the previous name for hedgehogs. Well, actually quite an interesting one, that. What else? You have a vulnerable stomach, which is why it curls up into a spiky ball. So if you're ever fighting a hedgehog, go for the stomach. Useful tip. Okay, apparently the hedgehog smells or tastes something really strong. It will attempt to cover itself with foamy saliva, much like a cat cleaning itself. This is called self-anointing. Does that help? Like you smell something strong, therefore you cover yourself in saliva? I don't think I quite understand that one. A group of hedgehogs is called an array. It's extremely rare that you'll see multiple together, but if you do, it's called an array. I mean, an array seems like an odd name for them. Or is that just me? Can apparently travel up to 2 miles in the evening. Fair enough. Gonna check that cake again. So it's coming on like 40 minutes. Now that still jiggles. That still jiggles. You don't want your cake jiggling. Like, I don't understand. Hey, son, you are alive. Good to hear. We're just going over hedgehog facts while I sit on a chair in the middle of my kitchen. It's exciting times. I can show you the cake in the oven, by the way, if you want. Give me a second. I'll need to do a weird maneuver again. Just need to move my laptop and the webcam and everything else. I'll show you, it's in the oven. I'm really worried about moving my laptop, because I can only do it with one hand. But if I do that, I should be able to get to the oven. Can you see that? Kind of. Look, it's rising. It's doing good. Stick it in the oven so you can see up close. Good idea, Con. Give me a moment. Just look at that. You can see up close. That's enough. I'm not going to risk damaging the webcam. It was quite an expensive one. I hope you got a good view of it in those like few seconds it was there. I'm trying to sort out moving everything. This is like a very unflattering view of me, I'd imagine. It does look like a cake. It's currently very kinda jiggly if I try and do anything to it. So I'm a little worried. It's going to take significantly longer than I thought it would. But to be fair, Normally it does take longer. I just need to keep an eye on it, you know? It's fine. Let's see, more hedgehog facts. I can't actually read the hedgehog facts while people are chatting. You need to pick one or the other. Do you want hedgehog facts or do you want to talk? I'm fine with either. It's crazy I could use my phone and texted it to you. Yeah, but then Conda missed it. And like anyone else who's on the stream, which I don't think there's many. I think it might just be the two of you, I'll be honest. But yeah, no. More hedgehog facts. More facts on hedgehogs. National Geographic, what do they have for us? I don't think we need their scientific name, do we? It's an Erinaceus. Isn't that a fancy name for a hedgehog? I might have mispronounced that, but I think it's an Erinaceus. Used to be called urchins, apparently. What were you saying, Sim? I can't read it from here. You want to go bake your own cake? Well, you're not allowed until I'm done. Okay? Yeah, when you left to see. No, what happened was you clearly weren't paying attention, Colin. Sea urchins named after hedgehogs, back when hedgehogs were known as urchins. It's interesting stuff. This is why we need the facts, you know? And while they are carnivores, they'll also eat fruit, which is weird. When I'm done, you'll be in Discord baking a cake. Fair enough. Fair enough, I might join you. But I need to do like washing up and stuff. I mostly just want to get the cake out of the oven, and that'll be where the stream probably ends, because I need to wait for it to cool down for a considerable amount of time. Like, I don't know if I can reasonably have it cool down in the fridge or something, but I'd rather not put a hot cake in the fridge. So it's going to take a while, right? I don't know if how long I can bother just sitting here. Let's see, what can I find? On top of the hedgehog's menu are insects, followed by small mice, snails, lizards, frogs, eggs, and even snakes. They will eat a snake, like straight up. This is the same kitchen from last year. I'm in the same place. I haven't gone to a different person's kitchen to do cooking. If that's what you're trying to imply. You are allowed to sleep, by the way, so don't worry. I was just asking you because you were missing out and you wanted to stream. You know, I've moved. I mean, fair enough, fair enough. It's the same kitchen, I've not moved. Not moved at all. God, these facts were awful from National Geographic Kids. Can't believe it. What about the Hedgehog Preservation Society? They sound like they'll know their stuff. Let's see. Apparently, they don't tend to live in wet areas or pine forests. Uplands and mountainsides are not popular with hedgehogs, probably because they lack both suitable food and suitable nesting places. They're well established in urban areas, we're aware of that. They do have a small tail, we were told. Apparently eat a lot of beetles and caterpillars, as well as earthworms. What else do we have? Apparently they don't like garden ponds and swimming pools. I don't know if it's just like down to preference. What are they posting? So I'm worried. I'm worried what you're posting on the server. I'm gonna go have a look. It's from Etsy though. It's not even from the server, they just messaged me. It's a cursed hedgehog cake. What have you sent me? It is my DMs, alright. I'm just looking at a notification. Why are we charging 13 plus pounds? Why are we apparently making it to scale? What? It's not even edible. I don't understand. It's just is this like a novelty magnet? Or a brooch? Or like a not very good paperweight? What's the point? I don't understand. I should probably show it just for people in the stream, namely Con, because I don't think there's really anyone else. How do I get to my browser? So I've got a separate browser for attachments. Okay, so I'll bring it up to the camera so you can see. I just haven't been waiting since last stream. It's kind of hard to see it, but look at him. It's just like a little brooch. You can see like my stream preview thing up there. It's tiny. Like look at him. It's so small for £13. That's a lot. I'm also gonna check the cake again. So I don't want to overcook it. I want it to be nice and like moist. Okay, it's no longer jiggling. That's good. I'd say it's probably needing a bit longer. The knife has come out rather chocolatey. I don't think it needs too much longer though, because it's no longer jiggling. I'd say maybe another 3 to 5 minutes, I'm hoping. Tasty cake though. I've done a good job following that recipe, which I definitely followed to the letter. Actually, I think I did follow that part. It was the icing sugar I messed up. What type's my oven at? High enough. Yeah. It's a high enough temperature. Don't worry. I mean, I don't know what it'd be in Fahrenheit, but it's about 170, 180 degrees Celsius. Which I think's fine. What are you continuing to send? Oh, God. I do not like that one. Is that the same one you sent to the server? They just sent some little hedgehogs with teeth. Because they got little teeth. Look at them. It's lovely. But the one you sent me, it's quite concerning. I mean, it's not even a hedgehog at that point, is it? Why do they have teeth like that? Because they're carnivores. You need teeth like that to break through like snail shells and Probably like beetle shells are quite tough too, I guess. Makes sense. I'm just messaging someone. Because it's been in the oven for about 50 minutes, I believe. Vampire merch. I mean, kind of, I guess. I'll check this again. So it's got to be close to being done. No, that's still too liquidy. Back in it goes. So the thing is, I don't want it to be like completely dry when it comes out. That would not be ideal. So it's completely dry. I mean, it's going to keep cooking for a moment. It's not going to be a moist cake. Which, I mean, doesn't matter hugely. But I'd rather have it be like a tasty cake, if possible. What am I getting message now? Can I do the heart thingy with my fingers? I mean, I will. Apparently we're not in the stream. Why? Are they wanting it on the stream? I don't know, but I can do it. That work? Or was it most visible? Like that, probably? Is that what we're after? Probably. I'm confused. Am I meant to do like half of it? And then it gets smashed? That's a metal pipe. That came through the laptop. I didn't know I was going to hear that through the laptop. I don't know. Apparently, this friend of mine's wanting a picture of me doing the heart. So you know what? I'll get him a picture because it's not often I'm in the matrix. I think as well. Do you want a picture of the heart? Like, it's going to just be half of one, right? I think it'll work. That's the best I'm going to get, I think. I hope that's what we were wanting. I love how easily I'm getting distracted. Yeah, you can get more hearts, right? Like as many pictures as you like. Do you want me to do anything, Sin? I could do the Nyan kind of hands up, like pause kind of thing. I don't know. Any requests at all? I'm happy. I have no shame. What have you sent me now? Now, that's not a hedgehog cake, right? That's the hedgehog. Sonic the Hedgehog, you sent me. What am I asking you? Do you want me to do like any like heart poses or anything like that? Yeah, I can do that and you get screenshots if you want. It is up to you. I don't understand what I'm meant to do. Why is my friend complaining? No thanks. Fair enough, you don't want me to. That's fine. I don't understand what my friend's asking. I'm gonna go check the cake again though. It's not good to keep opening the oven on it, but I'm not doing it too frequently. It's doing better. It's doing better. Still not done though. Still not done. It's looking tasty, however. And I think it is sufficiently risen that it won't be too dense. I'm still a little concerned it might be a bit on the dense side. It's not doing too bad. It's been there for a while now. Alright, I don't think there's any messages in the chat, so I can get back to Hedgehog facts. Let's see what I can find. Yeah, they don't like ponds or swimming pools. Cattle and sheep grids. Many small animals, including hedgehogs and birds, cannot escape from sheer-sided pits. Beneath these grids, a small ramp or slope in one corner of the pit enables the trapped animals to walk out. Fair enough. I think that would help me as well if I was stuck in a pit. Other dangers, we can get entangled in tennis and other nets, causing death by starvation. Roll up the net well above the ground when not in use. I'm not that bothered. Parasites, here we go. We get onto what kind of dangerous things they carry around with them. Fleas are a normal occurrence in wild animals, and hedgehogs are no exception. Good news is, hedgehog fleas are not host specific, and although we might jump onto your cat or dog, they cannot live on them for long. If you find a hedgehog has a very heavy flea infestation, it may indicate that there's an underlying problem, and you should seek advice from your local rescue centre. Blood-sucking ticks are also often found in hedgehogs, and after taking their fill of blood, will drop off the host in order to complete their life cycle. It's common to find several ticks in a single animal. When the hedgehog has a large number of ticks, it may indicate the animal needs help. Removing ticks properly requires experience, and to avoid harming the hedgehog, you should seek expert help. I think we're getting a kind of repeating vibe here, aren't we? You need help from an expert. Hedgehogs give birth to their hoglets late in the year. Such youngsters will not have enough time to build up sufficient fat reserves to enable them to survive hibernation. The absolute minimum weight seen through the winter is about 450 grams or a pound. Any hedgehog below this weight is likely to have problems. However, once in care, hedgehog rehabilitators prefer to get autumn juveniles to an optimum weight of 600 grams, about 1 pound and 6 ounces, for you American people, or more before considering the release. Autumn juveniles, youngsters found alone under 450, after the end of September, will need extra help. Even if just additional feeding in the garden, you can call for further advice, yeah, that's fine. For first aid, the hedgehog should be given extra warmth, either a warm hot water bottle wrapped in toweling, or blanket, or placed on a heated pad with room to get away from the heat should it get too warm. If you placed in a box lined with plenty of clean, fresh straw, torn newspaper, or clean old toweling for bedding. If for some reason it cannot be indoors for short-term first aid, outbuildings be acceptable if heated and flies can't get to the hedgehog. But don't put it directly onto a metal grid or wire floor, or straight onto concrete, since the feet the cold will permeate through. Offer meaty hedgehog food, cat or dog food, or cat biscuits and fresh water, never cow's milk. Again, telling you to call the experts. You need to call the experts. I mean, yeah, probably there might be more people coming by, but mainly you, Sim. Mainly you. You are the problem child of this current stream. Problem child, of course, meaning you're American. And check the cake again as well. I love opening the oven and just not being able to see thanks to like moisture escaping. You know what? I'm willing to say that's done. I'm gonna give it another stab. I'm gonna clean this knife quick. Stab a different part. Yeah, it's slightly sticky, which is good. It's not like wet or anything. Now I just leave it to cool. I'll place it onto wire rack. And that's that. I don't know how long it needs to cool, but it's going to be quite a while. So I can keep streaming. I don't entirely know what I'll do. I can do dishes. Do people want to watch me do dishes? I don't know. I mean, I can bring a cake over. I'll show you. Might as well do that. It's a tasty looking cake, right? If I place it here, I can angle the camera to look at the cake, and then I'll be able to use my phone to, good angle. There we go. If I use my phone, I can get a light for it. So look, it's a cake. It's quite a solid cake. There's a bit of give to it, so that's good. I'm worried about how dense it's going to be. Like, I'm a little concerned, but I mean, it seems good. Seems good to me. Maybe I just need to wait for this to cool. I guess I can find more hedgehog facts. Are there more hedgehog facts left? Or is this it? I'm gonna go stick this back over. There we go. What more hedgehog facts can I find? I'll need to adjust this. You can see me in my seat again. Is that good? That feels a bit good. I might angle it slightly higher so you get little cat ears. There we go. There we go. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. I have a drink of water. It's just giving advice on how to look after hedgehogs. I don't think we need any more of that. Okay, another page advertising 10 fun facts about hedgehogs. 17 species of them. And you can make a home about anywhere, including deserts, weirdly. I wouldn't have thought of a desert hedgehog, right? Is it just me who thinks a hedgehog in the desert sounds weird? I don't know. Apparently you can't get them in the desert. I'm being messaged. I'm supposed to take a picture of my heart, me doing a heart with my fingers. I'm confused. What is meant by just using my fingers? I used my fingers. Is doing that not using my fingers? Like, does it mean do just that? I don't know. I mean, Converex is now streaming. But I'm confused. What are we seeing? I'm going to try to take a picture again. And I'll see if it works. I don't know what my friend's asking me for. Oh, you've sent me something. What have you sent me? I mean like that. Not like this. Like, is that what they want? That feels like not comfortable to do. You sure? I'm trying to make it out from the picture they sent, but their hand's in the dark. I don't know. This is a picture I'm going off of. What are they doing there? What are they doing? I'm trying to figure it out. Yeah, like, I can do that. Is that what we're after? Maybe. I mean, I'll go with it. I'll take your word on it, Sid. You're probably more knowledgeable on this than me. It has to be said, I don't often do it. I don't often make kind of hearts with my fingers. Apparently, like doing this is what you're saying? Like, is this right? It looks silly. I could say that much. There we go. I got a picture. I've been advised on how to do it, so I'm going to assume you're correct. I don't know what else they could mean. I always thought doing a heart was like that. I wouldn't have ever thought of doing a heart this way. That just feels off to me, right? Like doing that feels a lot more natural than doing this. But maybe that's just me. Maybe that is just me. I don't know. I don't want to feel like I'm odd without it, so I'm going to pretend it's normal and it's fine to do. They're named for the unique foraging method. They root through hedges seeking their prey. Mostly, we know that one. While emitting short snorts and squeals and grunts of little pig-like snouts. That seems a bit mean, to put it that way, right? Is that just me who thinks that sounds a bit mean to hedgehogs? Saying they have a pig-like snout? Unless it's actually like a pig's snout, I guess. I don't know. Long snouts also provide a strong sense of smell, and they have curved claws that make them exceptional diggers, both of which are necessary for these nocturnal hunters. They are notoriously loners, something we can relate with them over. They only meet up for mating. Slight difference to me there. I do meet people outside of mating, I believe. Otherwise, I've really given people the wrong idea. When the male hedgehog, or boar, finds a female hedgehog, or sow, he circles her repeatedly in a mating ritual. So, okay, male hedgehog finds a suitable female hedgehog I find attractive. This circle her like a shark or something. That's kind of fun, right? Kind of terrifying. Like, could you imagine, like, you go down to, like, the local swimming pool or something, and rather than someone trying to, like, hit on you, which is already a bit, like, uncomfortable if you're not looking for it, instead of just circle around you. Like, that just sounds weird. After mating, the boar leaves immediately, and the sow gives birth to 4 to 6 hoglets about a month later. Sow doesn't share her home for long. Young hoglets are weaned and live on their own after about 4 to 6 weeks, so they're kicked out the house early. Dad leaves immediately. They don't get a lot of family love, do they? Let's see, anything else? The earliest relatives lived about 125 million years ago. In 2015, a team of scientists working in Spain discovered fossilized remains of a mammal related to the hedgehog. This finding was especially important as it was the first time scientists observed spine-like structures in Mesozoic animals. The animal's size, as well as existence of creatine structures, led scientists to compare 125 million year old fossil to both spiny mice and hedgehogs. You get spiny mice? The hedgehog. Okay, hedgehogs have spines, which are technically hairs. But spiny mice? I've never heard of a spiny mouse. Ah, and hello, Jack. Cake's doing well. I'll go grab it and show you. It's very much a cake. Look at it. Isn't this lovely? There's a kind of mice with little spines. I mean, fair enough. Oh, look, it's a cake. Google us, it looks silly. Okay. I'll Google spiny mouse. I'm up for doing that. Let's see, spiny mouse. I'll be honest, they don't look very silly from what I'm immediately finding. I don't think they look that silly. I think they just look kind of like fluffy mice, right? Just if I go to pictures, I'll show the stream. Also, you were correct, Sin. That is what my friend was wanting. Like, a spiny mouse. That's just a mouse. It doesn't look all that spiny to me. Like, it just looks kind of fluffy. Alright, fair enough. Oh, what text is okay. So I guess hedgehogs just have even spinier hairs, right? Like that's kind of what happens. Also, just notice this camera's at like a slant. I'm gonna even that out slightly. Yeah, that's not looking like my kitchen's on a slope anymore. They just do dishes. They don't watch me do dishes. I'm waiting for the cake to cool down. I can't decorate it, it's gonna melt everything. Unless I stick some stuff on now and then take it off later in order to add the icing. That just sounds silly. Why would I do that? Let's just get back to hedgehog facts. So this is what we care about. This is why everyone's here. They want to learn about hedgehogs. Yeah, their spines are 1 inch long modified hairs made of keratin. There are between 5,000 to 7,000 spines or quills. Neither poisonous or barbed, unlike quills of porcupine. And unlike the quills of a porcupine, hedgehog spines stay firmly attached, so they're not made to detach. Most have quills from birth. Some are underneath a layer of fluid-filled skin. The others are covered by a membrane. Owlet's first spines are much softer and are replaced with stronger spines as they grow. Not all hibernate, apparently. Oh, I'm seeing a message here. So you can make special making cakes, you can make many. Since apparently only one can make at a time. Yeah, it's illegal. You're not allowed to make a cake at the same time I'm making mine. Like, just Google it. It's illegal in like 52 of the states of America, I'm pretty sure. Right? Pretty certain. So, just the rules. I don't make the rules, so it's not anything to do with me. Yeah, not all hedgehogs hibernate. Since living in a variety of climates across the globe, some species need to hibernate to get through cold winters. Hedgehogs in desert regions may remain awake all year, or experience a bout of torpor lasting 24 hours or less. In coldest regions, hedgehogs may hibernate for as long as 6 months. They eat prior to hibernation and store fat to last several weeks. During this time, hedgehogs awaken, forage for food, and return to their slumber. Hedgehogs are able to adjust their schedule, and in warmer climates, or when winters are especially mild, they may not hibernate at all. Fair enough. I wish I could just adjust my sleep that easily. I could end the stream, to be fair. Like, if you want to get away to your cake, because I wouldn't want you getting arrested for it, so. It'd be terrible, terrible stuff to happen. They're naturally immune to snake venom. Like opossums. I didn't know opossums were immune to snake venom. European hedgehogs have proteins in their blood that neutralize and provide some natural immunity against snake venom. Other mammals like mongooses, honey badgers, and pigs also develop. Wait, pigs? I can understand mongooses or badgers, which, like, yeah, mongoose, honey badger, I can see them eating a snake, but pigs? I don't know what pigs did before being kind of domesticated, but I would have thought eating snakes would be on there, right? And I'll be back. You've been summoned. Fair enough, sir. Fair enough. I appreciate you coming by and sticking around. Yeah, they've developed a evolutionary convergent adaptation to snake venom resistance. Value of resistance to snake venom in hedgehogs is significant, as they're able to prey on and even withstand bites from venomous snakes. Immunity is not 100%, however, and if stricken by a more virulent snake, this hedgehog may still succumb to the bite. They can pass various parasites or viruses to humans. They involve direct contact, however, and most occur in owners of pet hedgehogs. I thought it was illegal to keep them as a pet. I don't know, maybe it's different across the world, but I thought they were kind of not pets, right? Anyway, that's the end of that. Can't be bothered with more facts. I might just start doing the dishes. I don't think anyone cares about me doing the dishes, but I need to wait for the cake to cool down. Like in the past, I've decorated the cake while it was still needing to cool, and then all the icing ends up sliding off, which is fine when I had extra icing, but I don't think I will this time. So I might just do dishes and end the stream here. I will, however, update the thumbnail to be the finished cake. I'll also post it in the server when it's done. But yeah, thumbnail for the YouTube VOD will be the finished cake. If anyone wants to see it, it'll be on there. In the Discord, I'll just put it in like the food stuff and like mention it in the general chat. I think it seems decent. So we're running out of facts. Yeah, we're just getting all the same facts again. Yeah, fair enough. I think that has been enough for now then. I've enjoyed this. It's fun doing baking. But yeah, no, there's not much else to do. I appreciate everyone coming by though. It's been lovely having you all. And I guess I'll crouch down to say this. Because that's just painful. I've got my knee. Sure. But yeah, it's been lovely having everyone drop by. It's been fun baking. And I mean, I'm going to have a tasty cake to look forward to. So that's always good. But yeah, I hope you've all enjoyed. I've certainly enjoyed myself. Now, hopefully see you around next time. Bye for now.